प्रकृतये प्रोक्ताः त्रयो एव हि तद्गुणाः विकारा षोडशाचार्यैः पुमानेक समन्वयात्. Prahlad Maharaj says, translation by Srila Prabhupada. The Lord's 8 separated material energies, the 3 modes of material nature and the 16 transformations, the 11 senses and the 5 gross material elements like earth and water, within all these, the one spiritual soul exists as the observer. Therefore, all the great acharyas have concluded that the individual soul is conditioned by these material elements. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. As explained in the previous verse, Kshatresu Dehesu Tathatma Yogi Adhyatma Vid Brahmagatim Laveta. A spiritually advanced person can understand how the spiritual particle exists within the body, and thus by cultivating spiritual knowledge he can attain perfection in spiritual life. The intelligent person who is expert in finding the soul within the body must understand the 8 external energies which are listed in Bhagavad Gita. Bhumirapo nalobayu khang manabuddhir evacha ahankara ityam me bhinna prakriti rastadha. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence and false ego. Altogether these 8 comprise my separated material energies. Bhumi, earth, includes all the objects of sense perception, rupa, form, rasa, taste, gandha, smell, sabda, sound and sparsha, touch. Within the earth are the fragrance of roses, the taste of sweet fruit, and whatever else we want. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, Sarva Kama Dugha Mahi. The earth, Mahi, contains all our requirements. Thus the objects of sense perception are all present in Bhumi, or the earth. The gross material elements and subtle material elements, mind, intelligence, and ahankara, false ego, constitute the total material energy. Within the total material energy are 3 material modes or qualities. These qualities, Sattva Guna, Raja Guna and Tama Guna, belong not to the soul but to the material energy. It is because of the interaction of these 3 material modes of nature that the 5 knowledge gathering senses, the 5 working senses and their control of the mind are manifested. Then according to these modes, the living entity gets the opportunity to perform different types of karma with different types of knowledge, thinking, feeling and willing. Thus the bodily machine begins to work. This has all been properly analyzed in Sankhya Yoga by the great acharyas, especially the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna in his incarnation as Devahuti Putra Kapila. This is indicated here by the word acharya. We need not follow anyone who is not an authorized acharya. Acharyavan Purusha Veda. One can understand the truth fully when he has taken shelter of an expert acharya. The living entity is individual, but the body is a composition of many material elements. This is proved by the fact that as soon as the living entity quits this combination of material elements, it becomes a mere conglomeration of matter. The matter is qualitatively one, and the spiritual soul is qualitatively one with the Supreme. The Supreme is one, and the individual soul is one, but the individual soul is understood to be the master of the individual combination of material energy, whereas the Supreme Lord is the controller of the total material energy. The living entity is the master of his particular body, and according to his activities, is subjected to different types of pains and pleasures. However, although the Supreme Person, the Parabrahma, actually knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is, such a great soul is very rare. Everything material and spiritual consists of various energies of Vasudeva, to whom the individual soul, the spiritual part of the Supreme Lord, is subordinate. Upon understanding this perfect knowledge, one surrenders to the Supreme Personality Godhead Vasudeva Sarvamiti Mahatma Sullabha. He knows all this tattva. The spiritual master comes under Bonafide disciplic succession. So Acharyavana Purusha Veda, the Upanishad say, Upanishad Siddhkai Katha Kaiti. Ekatha is Ananti, who knows this. Acharyavana Purusha Veda. One is a Bonafide Acharya, and he has taken this knowledge, obtained this knowledge from his Acharya, his spiritual master, who comes under Bonafide disciplic succession. He knows all this stuff. So, if someone is very interested, very eager, curious to know all these tattwas, he must surrender unto such an Acharya. Then, Tadviti Pranipatena Paripasana Sevaya Upadikyanti Te Jnanam Jnanina Tattvadarshina, as Bhagavad Gita says. You understand? Tadvijnanartham Sadgurung Eva Vigachet. To know this Vijnana, this science, you must approach a Bonafide spiritual master. Tadvijnanartham Sadgurung Eva Vigachet. Samitpani Sutriyam Brahmanishtam. Upanishad says. You should approach an Acharya not with empty-handed. You understand? How can I approach an Acharya? Not with empty-handed. Samit Pani. Said Pani means hand. You should take some presentation to Acharya. Offer him. Then approach. You should not approach an Acharya empty-handed. No hurry. Oh, I have come. Oh, Acharya, please accept. No. You must come with some presentation. You understand? No hurry. Upanishad says, Samit Pani, Sotriya, who is Acharya? Sotriyam Brahmanishta. He is Acharya. He is Sotriya. Sotriya means he has a heart. He comes under this disciplic succession. Srauta Pantha. Srauta Pantha means hearing process. You understand? Srauta Pantha. Hearing process. Sravanam. He has heard from his Acharya. That Acharya has heard from his Acharya. In this way. The Sotriyam, Brahmanishtam is a self-realized person. He is always in Brahma platform. As Bhagavad Gita says. You understand? Brahmisthiti is that platform. Such a person should be approached. You understand? He knows all these stuff. So you approach, you inquire about this tattva, serve that spiritual master, seva, then ask questions, know more and more about it. First thing, pranipata, surrender yourself to the lotus feet of that spiritual master. Pranipata. Then render service, please the spiritual master, and humbly ask. You understand? These are the process. To know about this jnana, tattva jnana. You understand? Bhagavad Gita says, Bhagavatam says, Lord Kapila says, all this. Then it will be clear. Otherwise it will not be clear. There are so many so-called philosophers. This is philosophy, Sankhya philosophy. It is known as Sankhya philosophy, Sankhya darshan. You understand? That Lord Kapila, Devavati Nandan Kapila, the son of Kapila, Devavati, Kapila Dev, very elaborately stated all these things. Do you understand? But there are many so-called philosophers, darshanik. They have different philosophies. They also speak about all these things, but they are not bona fide. ताते छय दर्शन तत्व नहीं जानी महाजन जेई कय सेई सत्य मानी. You understand? चैतन्य चरितामृत. ताते छय दर्शन तत्व नहीं जानी महाजन जेई कय सेई सत्य मानी. महाजन जेन गतस्य पंथा. You understand? I give this lecture. Mahajana Jena. Have you heard that tape? Have you heard? Huh? Yes. Yeah, you get it. There Mahajana. Who is a Mahajana? Huh? Or Bonafide Mahajanas. 12 Mahajanas. Huh? Like that. 12 Mahajanas. And their followers coming in. Disciplic successors. Those Mahajanas, they are also Mahajanas. Huh? The Mula Mahajana of Gaudiya Parampara, who is Mula Mahajana? The original Mahajana, number 1 Mahajana. And Gaudiya Parampara, Gaudiya system, who is that? Huh? As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord. Swarup Damodar Goswami, yes, in my lecture. Swarup Damodar Goswami is the original Mahajana and Gaudiya Parampara. So, Bhakti Vinod, the Goswamis, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta, my beloved spiritual master, Bhakti Vedanta, they are all Mahajanas. The Mahajanas is equal to Satyam. You understand? The third person, Gautama Panada, Jaimini Kapila, the atheistic Kapila, then Jagyavalkya, Stavakra. These are 6. Understand? 6 great philosophers. Yeah? They have 6 philosophies. Sodadorshan. Yeah? They are not bona fide. They are not bona fide philosophies. Do you understand? Yeah? So Kapila, Devaki Nandan Kapila, there's 2 Kapilas. One Devaki Nandan Kapila, the son of Devaki, another atheist Kapila. Do you understand? Therefore, it is stated, ताते छह दर्शन तत्व नहीं जानी महाजन जी कोई सी सत्य. These people are not in fact called Mahajana. They are never come under this Mahajana Parampara. These 6 philosophers. You understand? But who is a Mahajana and what is Mahajana Parampara? One should understand it. And after the Bonafide Mahajana, to inquire there, there is no all this.
जय प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय श्रील गुरुदेव की जय समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय गो